Setting up and configuring VConnect is very straightforward. You can download the MSIs from cloudassert.com and run the MSIs on appropriate admin portal box and tenant portal box. And you can also install VConnect API service on a separate VM or co-located along with the admin portal. After installing VConnect, you can head to the Windows Azure Pack admin portal and VConnect settings tab. In VConnect settings tab, you can provide the basic settings required for registering VConnect with Windows Azure Pack, along with the required database settings, PowerShell execution settings, and optionally, you can also configure Veeam backup server settings. Configuring Veeam backup enables your tenant users to be able to schedule backup jobs for the virtual machines. Once the basic settings are done, you can now start adding connections to one or more vCenter data centers and clusters. Let's take a quick look. A typical vCenter connection takes in this vCenter server URL, username, and password, and in the next step, it allows you to choose from the list of available data centers and clusters. After adding one or more connections, you can now create VM template definitions. VM template definitions are like VM images. As an administrator, you let the tenants provision VMs based off of these templates. VM templates provide administrators a rich way to give a customizable VM provisioning experience for the tenant users. Let's take a quick look at how to create a new VM template and what are the several options that are available for creating the templates. The first step in creating the template is to select one of the connections you have configured earlier. VConnect will automatically query and provide you with a list of VM templates available in vCenter. You can choose one of the templates, provide a display name and description, and in the subsequent steps, you have options to customize and provide default parameters for most of the sysprep VM startup parameters. As an administrator, you also have an option to configure whether certain parameters are overridable by the tenants. For example, you can provide a default value for the network, and you can also choose to allow your tenants to override this setting. Typical parameters here that are already available out of the box are like network names, IP address modes, a hint for the data store where you want to place the created VM's disks. You can provide default admin password, and if you would like to join the VM to a domain, you can also provide the domain administrator credentials here. You can also provide run once commands that will be run at the startup of the first startup of the VM. So these templates provide administrators an ability to customize and provide a rich experience for the tenants. After completing adding one or more templates, you can also add IP address pools. VConnect now supports native IP address pool management, where administrators can configure a range of IP and provide the details such as subnet mask, the gateways. You can configure the IP address pool with a range of IP addresses. VConnect will then take one of the available IP addresses from the list and allocate whenever a new VM gets created. VConnect also takes care of claiming the IP back when a VM gets deleted. After creating connections, templates, and IP address pools, now you can create a plan that includes VConnect as one of the available services. As you can see here, now VConnect is available to be added to this plan. After you add a plan, the next step is to configure VConnect service inside this plan. Configuring VConnect in the plan means to assign one of the connections that you have added earlier and also setting the default quotas for the subscriptions created under this plan. VConnect supports quotas such as CPU cores, memory, the backup jobs, maximum snapshots per VM, etc. After a plan is created and configured, now the tenant users can sign up for this plan from the tenant portal and start using VConnect. Now let us take a look at the tenant experience for VConnect. Once VConnect is added to one of the plans, the tenants can now create subscriptions under that plan that will enable using VConnect. So this user already has subscriptions created under VConnect plans. So let's take a look at the options for provisioning a new VM. You can select the new and then VConnect and create new virtual machine. If you have one or more than one subscription, you will be given an option to select which subscription you want to use for creating this VM. This brings up the VM creation dialogs. So you can provide a VM name, a compute size, and choose the template off of which you want to create this VM. Based on the template and based on what admin configured for tenants to provide as input, the next set of steps pop up. So in this example, the administrator has provided default values for pretty much all the startup parameters. You only need to provide values for the admin user password. You enter a value and hit OK. Now the VM provisioning step has started in the background, and VConnect in the backend is talking to vCenter to provision the VMs. While the provisioning happens, let's take a look at what are the available options for managing a created VM. VConnect supports typical commands like reboot the guest operating system, power on and power off, and you can also take a screenshot of an existing VM if it was never logged in by the user. You can also connect to the VM through remote desktop protocol. This provides your tenant users instant access to the created VMs. The drill down dashboard view gives more details for the created VMs. And you can also take snapshots of the created VM. Snapshots are like the checkpoints where you can revert back to in time when you need it. In addition to snapshots, VConnect also supports backups if it is enabled by the administrator. The backups are provided by talking to Veeam backup and replication service in the backend. As a tenant user, you can schedule a new backup for your VMs You can select the number of restore points that you want to have for this backup job. If you want to trigger the backup right now, you can select that option, and then you can also select the VMs that you want to include in this backup. When you add the backup job, VConnect talks to Veeam backup service, backup solution to create the backup jobs, and Veeam will take care of actually doing the backups. VConnect just interacts with Veeam and acts as a resource provider from Windows Azure Pack perspective. Let's take a look at one of the existing backup jobs that was already scheduled. After a backup job is created, you can edit the backup job, or you could even request it to be run instantaneously. The backup job creates restore points or backups, and VConnect lets you to restore from an existing backup. There are two options available for restoring. You can restore from the backup to the original source VM, or even better, you can create new VMs off of the backups. This helps in scenarios where you like to quickly clone, or if you're not able to reach your source VM, this is an easy way to get things back. So thus, VConnect provides not only the basic VM provisioning, VM management, VConnect also provides end-to-end experience for all aspects of managing the VM, having a backup solution, and a rich experience for both tenants and end users. For example, we have added support or a feature to show what happens during a VM deployment. This provides transparent list of steps for the administrators to see what is going on in the backend when a tenant submits a VM creation job. This helps the administrators to help troubleshoot the tenant users when there are issues. And this also enables administrators to fix the issues quickly and have a faster turnaround for support. This deployment also provides a foundation for VConnect to provide a very resilient, highly resilient solution that provides very high availability experience for enterprise users. If you would like to get started and try VConnect, we highly encourage you to register and get a free download of VConnect from www.cloudassert.com. The downloads include a setup guide along with the MSIs required to set up VConnect. If you have any questions or help to set up your environment or any other question related to integrating solutions with Windows Azure Pack, please feel free to send us a note at info@cloudassert.com. Thank you.